score! Hello.
We have a Titanic or major game in store for us, whatever you want to put it. At the 6 hockey tonight, it's between the Toronto Titans and the Markham Majors. It's their opening games for the season. I'm Blake Hanlon, joined by Sammy Rosowski. Opening night, jitters maybe in the air. What's in store?
I mean, what's in store for the viewers is they get a sneak peek at some of the league's best young talent. In the Markham Majors, they have Cruz Donay, they have Ryder, Cali, and of course they have Brady Wasselin, who is an absolutely phenomenal player, and he will be leading the charge for them. For the Titans, however, they remind me of the 2019 St. Louis Blues. Now, what I mean by that is they are just, how I like to put it, a team. They don't have a bona fide superstar. They just have a bunch of guys who know their roles and execute them well. Of course, they do have Jamie Buscarini, they have Michael Alexiou, but they have guys like Merrick St. Croix and Evan Kahn who just play their roles well. They're all defensively sound. They're all great, hard-working players, and that's what's going to make them successful this year, and it's going to give them a chance against the Markham Majors.
You talked about depth for the Titans. Depth also comes at the goaltending position, and that's Kyle Monroe, who's looking to exceed on that one, getting in the start in net in this one. Number 7, looking to have a strong start of the season. And the other at number 55, Matthew Humphreys is looking to get his first win of the season, backstopping a good top line of Cruz Donay, Brady Wasselin, and Ryder Cali. I mean, we talk about all these players who are on both teams. You got to pick at least one for both of them. Who do you have for the Titans?
It's tough to pick for the Titans, but I think I'm going to go with one that I mentioned. I'm going to go with Michael Alexiou. He has a phenomenal shot. It's something that goes a little bit undervalued in his game because what I think his best skill is his skating. He's nimble, he weaves through offense, and that's good because there's a lot of size difference in this league. So he is one of those players that can just create the offense by being sneaky, going around, being crafty, and his backhand. He has a great backhand. And you know who also had a great backhand at this age? Sidney Crosby. So the backhand, that can be one of your top things, and he definitely has the skills to develop it even further.
I mean, Alexiou, that's a lot of praise coming from Sammy on this one. Hopefully Alexiou elects to use his backhand in this game and gets some good opportunities for his teammates. But for the Majors, I mean, I have a sneaky suspicion of who you're going to go with here, but I want you to give a little confirmation in this one.
I mean, when you can pick 2018 LeBron, you pick it. It's Brady Wasselin. He is a phenomenal young player. I guarantee he will go high in the OHL priority selection draft. And you know why that is? It's because name a skill in hockey. He's good at it. He is just so good at everything when it comes to defending, when it comes to takeaways, his shots, his hands, his assist, his playmaking, his speed, and more than that, it's his effort. You see a lot of kids in this league, they have great raw talent and they have creativity. But what a lot of players don't have is the effort and the hard working, and Wasselin has that. So combining all three of those things, all those talents, creates for a machine of a player, and that is Brady Wasselin.
We were talking to his coach before the game, and he said, if I could put him on every single minute and every single second on there on the ice, I would. But it's a team game. Now let's go to more of the team style part of our segment here. Let's go to keys of the game for both these teams. Do you want to start with the Majors or do you want to start with the Titans?
I'll start with the Titans because we've given the Majors a lot of praise. The Titans, what they need to do, as simple as it is, they need to get going. They need to start on time here because the Majors, they can anticipate a team not playing to their best ability and they can feast. So they need to get going, get some good opportunities early. They also can't get hemmed in their own zone. So what they'll need is quick breakouts. They need to be out of their zone fast because the Majors have that strong forecheck that just can pummel teams. So they also need to stop the shots. And you know what that comes to? Monroe, say no, make those stops, cover it if you need to. Don't have any ability or any kind of need to play the puck when you don't need to. Make the safe save, cover your rebounds because the Majors will feast.
The Majors are going to look to say yes to Monroe and get some goals behind them. How are they going to do that in this one?
Well, they're going to do it by being Boy Scouts, and I like to call Blake Boy Scout Hanlon because he is prepared. They need to do the same thing. They need to be prepared for what challenges they're going to face. They're going to face a hot goalie in Kyle Monroe. They are going to face a team that has so much offensive ability, and they're going to face a team that can cycle the puck around and just control the puck possession easily against any opponent. So they need to be prepared for that. they also have to have a strong front line. So what that means is they need to restrict zone entry and exit, because that's where teams are able to set up their cycle. That's when they're able to have a strong puck possession. Now finally, they need to be Jason Mraz. And no, they don't need to be a fedora singing guitar player. They need to do what he always said. He said, I won't give up. And that's what they need to do, because they're going to have a lot of opportunities against the Titans, because they do like to control the puck. They do like to take shots, but they can't get discouraged. They need to just keep going. And I think guys like Cali, Donay, Wasselin, they'll lead by example.
Yeah, preparation and a need to not give up. We're here in the booth right now. We're willing to give up our coverage here and take it to ice level. The Majors versus Titans.
It's the opening night of the GTHL season. It's between the Toronto Titans and the Markham Majors. I'm Blake Kalin, joined by Sammy Przovsky, and this is the 6 Hockey. And it's going to be a great matchup tonight, Sammy. What is in store for both of these teams?
I think both these teams have some talented rosters. They have a bunch of guys that we already have our eyes on, guys who have already started to make their mark in past respective leagues, or in some cases in this league already. A name that comes in mind for that is none other than the captain of the Majors, Brady Wasselin. It's his second year in the league, and he kind of has a bit of a duo with Ryder, Cali. They have nice chemistry, sort of the Sammy Przovsky and Blake Hanlon of the Markham Majors, if you will. And for the Titans, Jamie Buscarini is a good center, good face-off guy, plays the game right, has a good nose for the puck. And Michael Alexiou, he can shoot it, he can pass it, he can skate well. So both these rosters, they definitely have guys who can change the game, and guys I'm looking forward to making their mark as well.
Some offensive talent on there as a shot from the point there is snagged by Kyle Monroe. We talked about a lot of the players and the skaters of both these teams, but the goaltenders are just as well from Humphreys and Monroe.
That's right. Monroe, he likes to get down into the butterfly, and he's pretty fidgety, if you will, but he likes to get athletic with it, and that's something that you love to see. You love to see a lot of younger goalies are kind of deciding to be more athletic, less stand-up, less traditional, and he puts himself in good position to make saves, just like that one there. And Humphreys, on the other hand, he's got good speed as well. He moves powerfully from side to side, and he's a big boy, so he's not afraid to use that frame to make the save. So two solid goalies as well, and I think it being the first game of the season, it's going to be a low-scoring affair.
Low-scoring affair indeed is what's on the map for tonight, but those are two goaltenders with raw tools that they're looking to build upon in this very important year for all these prospects in the U16 level. The Titans turn it the other way now. The Majors have been able to maintain a lot of possession and pressure thus far into the first frame.
That's right, and from the Majors, that's something that I think you'll see a lot this season. They're a team that likes to control the possession of the puck and create chances and just really control the pace of the game.
Titans with it now. This is Smith. Smith on a chance right here. Holds it. Shots on net there is a little wide, but a good opportunity for the Titans to find something and get something going there, as the Majors have held the puck very well so far in this game.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a team that controls possession as well as the Majors often do. The way they respond on defense to the fast break opportunities is crucial, because they can hound as much as they want, but one chance, one good opportunity could end any kind of momentum they have going.
A little dump in there by Bonin gets the icing towards the Titans' end now. It's been Majors a little bit thus far, but a good shot there from the Titans. But do you think that's going to be something that gets the bench going there, that shot from Smith?
I think so. I mean, I think that's what the first game's all about, right? Just getting the opportunities and just trying to build momentum for your team, gel, figure out what's working. A lot of these guys likely haven't played a full game together, likely haven't played at this game speed before, so I think any kind of opportunities will rally the boys, get the fellas buzzing, and that will just in turn produce results.
Hamar dumped it over to Bazunov. Bazunov battling it over, gets it back over to the point, but doesn't find his man. It's intercepted at the blue line. Up now is Bonin. Bonin driving around the net now. Loses the puck, but is able to get it back over to Krepner. Back over to the point. A shot on net there. Stopped aside by Humphreys. A great save there from Humphreys. The first real shot he's faced so far in this one so far is dumped in by the Majors as they look to elect and get a change in as Couchet corrals it in the Titan zone.
Yeah, it was a good interception from Pickersgill on the Buscarini pass. He kind of read that pass to the point like a book, seemed to be there the whole time, ready to go and ready to get the line change. So good defensive presence from him early.
Majors pushing it by now, trying to get by Couchet, but Couchet uses that big frame and good body on the point to battle with it, but now the Majors get it the other way. That's Poirier over the left side. Chartrain passes it over, tries to find it over the right side, but a great save by Monroe. That was Jonathan Lau who made the nice shot on net there, but it's swallowed up by Kyle Monroe.
Yeah, we were talking earlier before the game about Jonathan Lau, and he's a bit undersized, of course, compared to some of his teammates, but he's a very quick skater. His shot is very good for someone of his size, and he has a nose for the offense. I've mentioned how I've had my eye on him for quite some time, so I definitely, if I'm watching this game, want to keep an eye on him for generating some chances for the Majors.
Waslin dangling. Shot in front. Scores! Oh, it's waved off by the referee. Liam Chartrand got the empty rebound there, but it's going to be waved off for goal interference, or maybe it was blown dead. But a great dangle from Brady Waslin to try to generate a good opportunity for the Majors.
Yeah, and good, showing some good energy early, digging for it, trying to capitalize on your chances. That shows heart, that shows hustle. Doesn't matter whether there's 1 minute into the game or 1 minute left. You show that kind of energy. That's what coaches and scouts look forward to, and that's what they want to see in these young players.
Absolutely. Able to keep it in where the Majors for a bit, but the Titans now turn the other way now. Right-hand side, a shot on there is fanned on by Devin Smith. Devin Smith also had a good opportunity. A shattering pass, couldn't quite find the stick there. The Titans looking to get that early goal in this so far, but can't quite get it. That was Wang who had a great opportunity out there in front, but couldn't quite get a stick on that one, as the Majors now have it the other way.
And Devin Smith trying to get the boys started. He's had a couple big chances in this game already. He had that little break earlier in the 1-on-3, and then a chance there. He's ready to go, and he started this season on time.
Devin is definitely ready thus far in this season so far. I mean, it's hard to get something going without, like you said, not playing that much, maybe other than practices this far into the season. But a costly turnover here maybe by Donaire, but he's able to keep it there. But that was a very difficult play and kind of a questionable move there from Donaire in his own end, turning his back towards his opponent and his teammates as well. Donaire scoops it up now, carrying over to the ice. He's getting peppered on there, maybe a potential hook there, but it's Cali. Cali banging on the left-hand side there. Still with it now. Tries to center and pass, can't find a stick on that one as he maintains possession once again. Still with Cali right now. Pass it to the point, over to Cali once again. Cali, shot on net there, is snagged low by Kyle Monroe.
Blake, what a shift from Ryder Cali. The way he noticed that his D partners were going for a change. He cycled it down low, turned, held control of puck possession until he had that support up high, made the pass, and then made himself available for that slot shot. That shows high IQ from Cali, and it's a testament to what he can do on this team. He's going to be a guy who sets his teammates up and creates offense, kind of quarterbacks the forwards for the Majors.
He's already showing signs of great prominence in this season for the Majors. The Titans turn it the other way. On his backhand, carried up the left side. A backhand shot stopped by Humphreys. A good shot on there by Bonin. Bonin's found some early success so far as well, just trying to generating some great offense for his Titans team. On the left side now, the Majors turn it the other way. Trying to dangle through there was number 27, Pickersgill. Pickersgill couldn't quite find the stick on the initial dangle, though, as the Titans are able to recoup and get it back towards their own end, as it's dumped down the ice, looking for another icing.
Yeah, and that's a good opportunity there from Pickersgill, trying to show some creativity. He's kind of a 200-foot guy. We saw that takeaway earlier, a key takeaway, going for the pass from Jamie Buscarini. And he's the kind of guy who can also generate offense for the Majors, start the offense, kind of that grind guy that can carry the puck in, act as that F1 starting the play and creating the cycle.
He's definitely someone to keep a watch on for this season, as he has shown some early success in this season thus far for both the Titans and himself. Couchet wasn't able to keep it in on his other side there. Majors are still able to keep it in the Titan zone. They've definitely had a lot of time in their opponent's zone so far, but they're able to get it out here. A lead passer can't quite find Dwan there. I believe that was Evan Kahn who had an opportunity to get a stick on that one, but he couldn't find it. A centering pass there. Shot and stopped by Humphreys. Humphreys has made a lot of good shots on high leverage situations thus far. Great goaltending on display in this game thus far.
Yeah, and the Titans have shown some good offensive chances through the fast break. You know, usually that's more recognized as a basketball term, but in this chance, I mentioned how the Majors like to control possession. The Titans, they kind of fire with chances, just like we saw from Caden Neese there. It's less about getting set up, and it's more about power and drive and just getting to the net.
Yeah, they're fine. Their opportunities are coming in good opportunities instead of not a bad opportunity there from Nice by any means, but just coming off the rush and ripping on the goaltender. Maybe those happen every once in a while, but it's not a high opportunity for it to get in the net as Nice also keeps it in, taking a hit from Wang there as well. Titans get back in their own zone, trying to get it out. They do, looking for that lead pass, but it's stopped by the Majors once again. The Majors on the right side now are not able to get that pass over to the right there. It's intercepted by Wang. Wang has shown a lot of great defensive positioning and great stick work as well. His awareness has been on full display in this first frame. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, and one thing I'm not too happy with from the Majors is they're passing at the blue line a lot, which is fine if they're good, safe, reliable passes, but you're just forcing turnovers often, more often than not, and you're forcing your player to stay on side. You could slow them down, you know, trying to make that ugly pass. I think it's the easier play is to just carry it in or make the pass in between, kind of just before, more towards the neutral zone, because you don't want to force a bad pass in that kind of moment.
Errant passes happen a lot at this level, especially trying to get that lead pass through the neutral zone, as the play is not very neutral zone heavy in this league. Titans able to keep it in, dump it in around the net. That is number 15, Bonin, who's playing around the side there. Behind the net there is Krepner. Krepner tries to wrap it around there, but can't quite get a stick on that one and maintain possession, as there will be a whistle here on the ice. I believe that'll just be an offside. Just a play call dead there, Sammy. I wasn't sure what maybe a high stick there.
Could have been a high stick, a hand pass. Either way, face off in the zone of the Majors. It looked like it was something the Majors did. Obviously, it's inside, so I imagine that was the call there.
A weak shot there, stopped by Bazunov from the point. Able to just kick it off the skate there. Maybe a little bit of a La Liga type play from Bazunov. Snagged in the air there by Humphreys. Trying to get that little alley-oop pass. Maybe we won't see a lot in hockey, but a good shot and good opportunity there as a cross-check is shown there after the whistle. Pointed over to the player. That is number 50. So number 15, that's Bonin, who absorbed that one after the whistle.
Yeah, and I think that's just good old-fashioned competitiveness from both guys there. You know, tensions always kind of rise, especially between defensemen and forwards, and I don't think it's anything to look twice at. I was a forward myself when I played, and I was often the guy getting shoved because I'd go in after the goalie. I'm trying to dig for goals, and it's all in the spirit of the game.
Absolutely. These players, it's the first game of the season, they got the jitters, but they also have the passion. They bring the passion. It's the first time they've probably played a genuine game in a long time. So they're out there trying to get as many opportunities as they can, and they're just playing with the love of the game, and that's the best part of it so far.
And one thing I want you to make a note of is notice Wasselin where he's lining up. I think he's lined up in a different spot each time he's made the face-off. He's taken the face-off. He was a defenseman there. He's been on the wing. He's been the bumper guy. He is a five-tool player. He could play any position he likes, and I'm sure the Majors will continue to use him effectively.
A wraparound attempt there by Kahn is smothered by Humphreys. Kahn has found a lot of opportunities using maybe his small size to get in those corners and really be sleeky with it. And, I mean, when we talk about Kahn, we can't ignore the fact that it's the season of the sticks for another person named Kahn, Sammy.
It is the season of the sticks. I was wondering how long you were going to wait on that one. Yeah, I know you've been busting at your chops to get that one. out there. But it is the season of the sticks now for the majors and for the Titans. Opening season, opening day. It's exciting. It's not quite as somber as the song.
No, it's not somber by any means. I'm in the broadcast booth. We're both in the broadcast booth. A little amped right now, excited for what we're going to bring to the table for the six hockey, but also we're excited to see what these kids can bring to the table for their very important years this year. The Titans win the face-off there. That lead passer, Donaire, there was smothered by Monroe. Didn't want any opportunity for a Cruz Donaire rebound or opportunity in his zone, as Donaire has shown a lot of poise and prowess in the offensive zone thus far. Shot on net there is missed just a little wide there. Off to the left, it wraps around the boards, but they're able to keep it in. Centering pass doesn't find his man. Humphreys once again playing the post, able to smother it out in front. Humphreys is really using his size and reach to get the puck in his possession.
Yeah, and I think that's something you got to do as a bigger goalie. You may not be as speedy as some, but using your size to make yourself look big, control your rebounds, and make the safe play, that's always something a team needs. It's just a reliable goalie. You don't always need to make the craziest highlight reel save. Everyone wants to make the Zach Vucali behind the back save, but sometimes a simple save will do just the same trick.
Sometimes goaltenders are so good at what they do, they make the hard saves look easy, and I think that is what Humphreys brings to the table for the majors. The other way now, it's Krepner. Krepner tries to center and pass there, finds another man. Bonin looking for the puck as Humphreys can't quite find it. Neither one of them had a great opportunity to make a good save. A shot from the point there is slapped, but it's snagged by Humphreys. Bonin had a great opportunity to get it by Humphreys, but Humphreys got lucky a little bit there, but he recovers and makes a good save from a shot from the point.
Yeah, and I like the energy the Titans are showing now. Like you mentioned, it was a little bit of the majors controlling the possession before, but now the Titans, they've really turned it on. They forced a couple opportunities here, and the majors, they got to kind of respond here. The Titans have had the bulk of the opportunities the last 5 or so game minutes, and they're doing well, and it's just not a sustainable pace for the majors.
Wraparound here, tries to find another man. It hits off the pad of Humphreys. A lot of pressure here from the Titans as the majors are able to try to get Wasselin here. Wasselin beats the icing. Oh, he does not. A referee calls that icing on that, even though Wasselin had a clear path to scoop that one up.
Seems like a bit of a late call to me. I thought Wasselin beat that one out, and that one's going to sting because now Wasselin's going to be a little bit tired because he kicked it to get to that puck, and now the Titans have an important face-off in the other zone.
Wasselin and I believe that is number 77, Buscarini, who will be doing up against draw. Actually, never mind, that'll be Chartrand coming in now. Maybe a good thing for Wasselin, who lost a breath on that one. Titans able to keep it in. A shot from the point there is snagged once again by Humphreys. I believe that was Theodore Harris who ripped that on net.
Yeah, Harris, big boy, not afraid to shoot the puck, and you can imagine he's going to keep shooting, using that big frame to generate some power on the shots.
Yeah, I mean, from the point there, those big defensemen always have the cannon of the shots that are so feared upon. Around the net there as Buscarini. Buscarini on his forehand right now, trying to get an open man there. Over on the left-hand side, that is Alexiou. Alexiou centering pass to Buscarini, isn't able to find it. That's Alexiou. Alexiou throws it on net. It's stopped by Humphreys. A good save, way to be steady in front of the net.
That's right, and good job from Buscarini to kind of move the puck around and not rush a pass. You know, we see that a lot in this league. Guys get a little antsy, they get a little anxious to move it. And all you need to do is make the right pass, make the smart pass, and he waited to get that one down low. That was a good play from Buscarini.
Yeah, they'd certainly like to move it in this one so far. That's Alexiou on the point. Couchet throws it in front of the net. Rebound, scores! Jamie Buscarini finds Twine late in the first period from a shot from the point of Carter Couchet, sorry, as the Titans have a 1-0 lead, Sammy.
And you know what? I think Buscarini, he kind of earned that one. It was a great shift from him moving the puck around, and he showed that resilience that we were talking about earlier that you need to see, going after the goal, digging after it. We saw Chartrand earlier. His goal was waved off for the rebound because they blew it quite early on that play, but Buscarini just doing the same thing there, hopping on the rebound. No one came after him, and he took advantage of the opportunity.
The shot there from Kwong was initially stopped by Humphreys, but a squeak loose as another opportunity there for the Titans to get 2. The Titans are buzzing, Sammy, and I think it's just pure momentum until the end of this frame here. We'll see if they can get another one before this one ends, but the Majors really have to step up and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and I mean, in the first game of the season, I mean, in any game, really, it's all about how you respond. You know, you can let up that first goal. A lot of teams do. A lot of successful teams don't start the way they want to, but it's how you respond. Do you take a step back and kind of wallow after letting that first one, or do you come back, fight, treat it like it's a 0-0 game, and just keep trying to do your thing?
Short memories are definitely the recipe for success here in this one, especially to start the season. Wang against Cali. Cali wins the draw and is able to get out of the zone. The Majors the other way. That's Donaire. Donaire on the left side. Starting pass, doesn't find his man there. Reaching out there was Callum Murphy, but wasn't able to get a stick on that one. This is Wang the other way. Wang one-on-one. Driving towards that is stopped by the Majors defenseman. A great play there to now turn it the other way. The other way now comes it. Drop pass. Out in front, Nice. Nice isn't able to get that initial rebound, but a good set play there by the Majors. That's Cali along the boards now. Cali dangling now. Trying to find a man there. Shot on net there is a bit wide. It goes back around the net. Cali battling. Cali gets it once again. That's the poise and determination that we've seen thus far in this game. Cali covers for Nice, playing some defense now. He's all over the ice this far. Nice is now playing some good offense. A shot on net there is stopped by Monroe. Good life from the Majors, Sammy. They really stepped up to your call to really stop the bleeding and play up here.
Yeah, they really have, and it all came down to Caden Nice and his style. He was forechecking. He kept the puck in a couple times, and he really put himself in a good position. He broke towards the net. He tried to throw one over to Donet. He tried to get one over to Murphy. Some good offensive instincts from Nice.
It looks like the Majors will be going on the power play now. We are unsure who went to the box, but we will find that out as soon as possible as Cali wins the draw over for the Majors on the point now. To Nice. Nice corrals it, gives it over to the left-hand side. That's Lau. Nice over his defense partner on the right side. Hits it over for Wasselin. Wasselin drop pass to Cali. He scores. Ryder Cali gets one, the equalizer in this first frame as this one ends. Oh, not this one. This one is tied up really abruptly. Ryder Cali tucks one home.
Yeah, and it all started with Caden Nice. He gets the secondary assist on that goal, but he was the one who drew the penalty in the first place. He also started all the offense for the Majors. He threw that one over to Wasselin. And tucking that one in, Ryder Cali, who another player who just was deserving of a goal after the way he's played so far in this one. Those three, Cali, Wasselin, and Nice, have started this season off well. Guys we said that are going to be forces for the Majors, and we've seen they're already being called upon. You know, the Majors are already relying on them to generate the offense and dictate the pace for the team.
Two of those were hard-working players as far, and the skill of Wasselin was shown there. That drop pass was clearly a set play that they've been working on in practice, but the determination of Cali and Nice prevails as this one is all knotted up here with a little less than 2 minutes to go. The Majors have really stepped up to the plate here, showing that early period life that they had early on. Now the Wasselin tries to center it on the backhand, isn't able to find his teammate on that one. The other way is the Titans. St. Croix, an opportunity there, maybe hit or something from Clark, but I don't know if he just blew a tire there, but that looked a little bit on the dirty side, Sammy.
I don't know. It looked like Clark was going for the hit there, and St. Croix just pressed L1 on his controller, kind of did the one-touch deke to avoid it using his speed. I thought that was a good play. I think it just looked awkward, you know, the way Clark went down going for the big body. But I respect both of them for that. You know, Clark going for the big hit, trying to generate some momentum for the fellas after a big goal. And then St. Croix with the, uh-oh,
yeah,
you can't touch me.
Yeah, a little bit of smart movement there. Donaire throws it to Cali. Cali dangles. Shot on net. Oh, he had an open net, but he wasn't able to tuck it home. But a great dangle. He still is able to keep it here. Throws it over to the point. On net there is not able to find Wasselin on the attempt to find him. Wasselin centering pass isn't able to get a stick on that one. That is Poirier who stepped up there. The other way now, the Titans. Titans dump it in as the Majors are now turning it the other way. Less than a minute left. Here comes Cali. Or Donaire on a breakaway. Breakaway is stopped by Monroe. Out of nowhere, hiding in the shadows was Donaire, but Monroe says no to that one.
And what a sequence from the Majors. More importantly, what a sequence from Monroe. First off, that beautiful move from Ryder Cali to get the shot off. I thought that was in the back of the net. A little bit of a depth problem for me there. But good job from Monroe to make himself look big. And then on the breakaway to stuff Cruz Donaire after he had a nice chance, nice move, and lots of time. So if I'm the Titans at the end of this period, should it stay 1-1, I'm giving Monroe his flowers.
Monroe has been solid in his later frame of the period. Despite giving up a goal, both goaltenders, you could say, Sammy, have been playing very good thus far, as this play is drawn dead right now. Goaltending has definitely been the contributing factor of why it's only been 1-1 this far, but still some very solid play from the skaters on the ice there. Of course, we've mentioned Wasson, we've mentioned Buscarini, we've mentioned Couchet, we've mentioned Nice. Everyone is playing very good so far, very balanced in this first game for both these teams.
Yeah, it's been a good, solid game, and, you know, I think both goalies you mentioned, it's not that they've been playing spectacularly, they've just been playing good when they need to be. You know, when the team relied on them, that's when they stepped up, and they've been making the saves they need to, and that's the biggest thing. You don't have to always be the showstopper, but just fill in your role.
A pass there from Cali is stopped there from Monroe. Chartrand had a good opportunity on the back door. But that's another evident example of stepping up when it needs to be. You kind of spoke it into existence there, Sammy. Another evident opportunity.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the problem with the Majors sometimes. They can just create offense with their cycle so quickly that they're already going to take words out of my mouth. They're already getting me off guard.
A shot late there from Wasselin was able to generate something as he's got some words there as his first frame comes to an end. Talking up there with Bonin. Bonin was talking earlier, maybe a little things for the come, but for right now, it's knotted up at 1 at the end of the first period, as we will bring you to the second one shortly. A quick break between these two teams, but now we're underway in the second period. St. Croix is able to win the faceoff for the Titans. We saw some great goaltending, but also 2 great goals scored by the Titans and Majors equally in this game. Sammy, what did you like from both these teams in the first frame?
I just like each team's first period of the season. To be honest, I thought they generated a good amount of offense. Both goalies played really well to start off, and, you know, this game could easily be 3-1 either way. You know, it could be 3-1 Majors, 3-1 Titans. There's a couple big chances stopped by both Humphreys and Monroe, and I hope they continue that going into the second frame, and later on the third, it'll be an exciting watch.
Could you say that this game has been relying a lot on momentum? It was the Majors start this game with a lot of puck possession and shot opportunities, and then the Titans then came back the other way, got a goal from it, and also had good momentum, and then the Majors then battled back. It was like a back-and-forth ice tilt. Is that something that we're going to be looking forward in the rest of this game?
Yeah, I mean, both teams surely scored their goals while generating momentum. You know, both teams had possession of the puck for a while before they got their first one. But like I said, these are both teams that can start offense from nothing. Nearly had a chance there.
Bonin once again getting that one there.
But like I was saying, yeah, they both can just start something on the fast break, especially the Titans. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on puck possession in this one. I think it's whoever can just capitalize on the opportunities.
Good opportunities will eventually come about as that puck is snagged out of midair by Monroe once again. It'll be lined up to the right of him in that face-off draw there. It's Cali and Buscarini lining up once again against one of those top 2 lines, facing off a lot in this game so far, and all over the ice in every face-off circle.
Yeah, you wonder if they're doing some lineup matching between, you know, the Cali line, Wasselin line, and the Buscarini line, just trying to negate each other, similar to how Nazem Kadri would always line up against the Sidney Crosby back in the day.
Not sure if that's the best comparison, as Sidney Crosby is one of the best players in the world, and Nazem Kadri is certainly just a good player. But I see what you're trying to say there. Kadri was a good player in his prime for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That puck will be blown dead, as it will be now to the right of Humphreys in the other end, as we'll have a face-off ensuing shortly.
Yeah, no, you know, I mean, it's interesting that you'd think that the Leafs comparison wasn't the best comparison, but of course, Brady Wasselin being one of the best players in the GTHL, I thought it was apt.
Are we saying that Buscarini is comparable to Nazem Kadri in that sense?
I'm saying I did say he had a good hockey sense, and he was a good face-off guy, and good defensive shutdown guy when he can be, so I'd argue it was a flawless comparison.
Certainly Kadri has shown some signs of shutting down his opponents, but hockey sense perhaps not the best, especially in first-round matchups for the Toronto Maple Leafs. A couple suspensions came his way. Buscarini has shown a very cool head in this game so far and in the past. But I see the skill level there from these two top lines. Both are great players, all four that we've talked about thus far. As now that's Wasselin lining up against number 92, Glenn Wang now. Wasselin playing all over the ice right now on multiple lines, it looks like, as well. That shot there is trying to get around the net, but it's smothered once again by Monroe. Wasselin's been all over the place. He's kind of a jack-of-all-trades player, not an NHL player that you can really compare him to in that sense of just playing left, center, and right wing.
Yeah, no, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. I mean, he's a one of a kind player. He's a guy that is relied upon in all sorts of situations, and I think that will make him a valuable piece to any team. I can see him going very early in the first round of the OHL priority selection draft because of that. Like, when you have that kind of talent to play all positions, it doesn't really take much to hone and perfect them. And a guy who can be slotted into any lineup, you're just increasing your chances to get picked.
Not to mention he also plays the power play and the penalty kill for the Majors, and he's a captain as well. He is certainly a very complete package as the Majors get it back in their own zone. That is Bonavada setting up the offense, looking for his options here. He hands it over to, I believe that is Nice that he handed off to. Carrying up the ice now is Chartrand. Chartrand loses the puck up through the middle there. The Titans are able to swat it away, but the Majors retain possession. Centering it over there. The left-hand side can't quite get it. The Majors lose it in their own end, elect to recoup, repossess, or reassess the situation. Carrying it now up the left side of the boards, trying to get Wasselin. Isn't able to hit him up. His head wasn't really looking right there. Krepner was able to dump it back the other way.
See, I like the idea from Pickersgill there to take it in deep, regroup, and be patient with the pass. But then forcing that pass to Wasselin kind of negated all that he had done.
Yeah, came up empty-handed there after all the effort from the Majors there for sure. As Krepner the other way trying to get something going for his team. Dumping it in there, handing it off to St. Croix. That's Krepner on the net, unable to maintain possession. The Majors take it the other way now through the neutral zone. Losing the puck there. The Majors get possession back once again, wrap it around the net. That is number 25, Ronan Clark, stepping up, playing some good offense, and will retreat back to his spot on the blue line. That's Poirier on the point. Rips over to Clark, but doesn't get a straight line on that one, as the Majors once again will have to recoup here.
I think perhaps Poirier kind of rushed that pass. I think he had more time than he thought. I think he thought the impending forwards coming in try to get the piece of the pass.
Lau centering pass. Open net there for Cruz Donaire on the doorstep, is unable to meet the twine. An opportunity once again for Donaire to get a goal, but he has come up short once more.
Yeah, he had that breakaway earlier in the first, and that's got to sting a little bit. I mean, it's just the first game of the season, and it's still early in this game, but 2 grade A chances he wasn't able to put home. He's gonna be shaking that one off after this shift.
His head was looking to the stars, hoping for forgiveness, but an opportunity. Nonetheless, a shot on there by St. Croix is met with the Humphreys. He's been playing phenomenal. Wow. Just really staying stall in front of the net. He's taken up a lot of surface area with his size in front.
Yeah, and the Majors, they've had possession for a good amount of this period, so Humphreys not really tested too hard. It's hard to come out of a period and just come in cold like that, but forced to make a big save there, and that's exactly what he does. Once again, both these goalies just doing their jobs. Just not necessarily spectacular, but making the saves they need to, playing phenomenally.
Up the ice now is Bazunov. Bazunov showing some great skating on the edges there, but is unable to find anything going. We're seeing some great skating and great play this far between both teams. It's almost time will tell if anything prevails very soon in the goal scoring sheet.
Yeah, I'm wondering what kind of goal it's going to be, because I find that in these kind of tightly contested games where each team is hunting for that next goal, where the next goal could likely be, the decider or the game winner, it's usually one of two things. It's a extremely beautiful goal, very nice, picture perfect, or it's like a gritty garbage goal. And we've seen players on both teams that aren't afraid to do that. Like Ryder, Cali, Cruz-Donay, they were both digging for rebounds. Buscarini obviously has a shot. Of course, we mentioned Evan Kahn earlier. We mentioned Theodore Harris with his shot. So it's going to be interesting how it plays out.
We'll definitely see a goal is a goal no matter what, no matter how it comes. Obviously, there's the highlight reel ones, but there's also the ones that are dirty and maybe a little bit more hardworking are just as valuable as the other ones. There's a shot there. Going down there is Monroe, and it looks like there will be a penalty on the play. Maybe it will go to the Titans, actually, even though Monroe went down. And it looks like it will be Evan Kahn, who's not really keeping his stick that low in the air there. Not keeping his stick that smart there as he trips up a major as he'll head to the box for a major's penalty, or a major's power play.
Yeah, it maybe not the season of his stick for him. I'm sorry, I had to make the joke. But no, now this is a good opportunity for the majors who have been controlling possession. This is when they need to step up. Wasselin obviously quarterbacking, and this is when they need to feast because the Titans haven't given them that much grade A opportunities just yet.
Absolutely not. And once again, now we're seeing Wasselin playing the point on defense. He's played the left. He's played center. He's played right. Now he's played right defense. Soon, a matter of time, he will play on the left-hand side, I'm sure, as well. And then maybe strap the pads up, but I don't think he will if Humphrey keeps playing like this as he carries the puck up the ice now. Wasselin looks to reset right now at the point. Nice at the point. That's over to Lau. Lau over to Nice once again. He hits his captain. Wasselin can't quite get a stick on that one, but Wasselin recoups and gets it. Over to Nice once again. Wasselin walks in, passes over, trying to find Lau, but Lau wasn't quite there for the pass. They got a stick of a Titans player. Wasselin, shot on net there is wide. Open rebound is looking for that is Cali, but Cali is unable to find Twine. As I believe, that there will be a cross-checking penalty towards Cali as he looked to get a goal, but it looks like he'll be headed to the box instead.
Yeah, I think Cali was frustrated that the pass in from Wasselin, he couldn't put it home. I think he wasn't happy about the rejection that he faced. He wasn't happy about that resistance at the back post, and so I think his tension and his temper got the better of him. But not a great penalty to take, especially on the power play. Makes it a 4-on-4, but that was good puck movement from the majors, so they should be happy with the way it goes, but just an unfortunate penalty to take.
A lot of 4-on-4 open ice hockey that will be played here as once the majors power play expires, it'll be the Titans who will have a bit of time to get a power play of their own as they carry the puck up the ice now at 4-on-4. Shot on net there is easily stopped by Humphreys. Just hits off the pad there. That was Devin Smith who ripped that on net there. The majors sending it up the neutral zone, trying to get the lead pass on a breakaway here. A shot is saved by Monroe, kept in the pad there. He stopped Cruz-Donay. Once again, Donay comes up empty-handed. He's putting himself in these situations, which is definitely a positive takeaway from it, but coming up short is really hard on the mental state.
Yeah, no, I know for a fact that when you're in that kind of, not necessarily rut, because he's playing phenomenally, but when you're not able to just find the back of the net, it can be so frustrating. But he's just got to keep doing what he's doing. I mean, he's been so solid this game. He's been a main offensive resource for the majors, so I don't think he should worry himself too much. The goals will come when you're putting yourself in position like that. His expected goals, to throw an advanced stat in there, is certainly rising.
It's certainly rising, and then the goals as the season goes on will then soon to match the expected goals here. As the power play for the majors ends, there will be around a minute of power play time for the Titans as a play is blown dead. That will be interference to Connor Barrett. just so when a power play ends, looks like they'll be going back to the box. The Titans will.
Yeah, and that's the right call there. That was interference, plain and simple. You see that a lot in the NHL, where the player will try to block the offense and the attacker from getting into the zone after dumping it in. And it's one thing to finish a hit, but to hold, that's interference, and that's a good call from the ref, and now a good chance for the Majors to kind of avenge that. And of course, Wasselin a little frustrated on that play. I'm sure he'll want to pot one.
Yeah, Wasselin will now look to quarterback and lead this power play. Or shot wide there from the point from Nice. Nice has it once again on the left-hand side of the point. Over to Bonavada. Bonavada, shot on net there. Easily stopped there. Wasselin on the rebound. Isn't able to find an opening. Bonavada is asked to keep it on the blue line once again. Nice over to center there. Shot on net there is stopped and saved by Monroe from the shot of Jonathan Lau. A great opportunity there. Wasselin maybe was a little bit patient on that shot there. Could have definitely thrown it out to Monroe there, but he elected to get his teammates back and involved in the play rather than a stoppage in the zone.
That's right. And Lau with a nice shot, good placement on the shot there. It was a great save from Kyle Monroe to get across and just make himself look big. But Lau streaming in towards the hash marks, taking the shot on the far side. That's good IQ. That's a good play. Could have easily gone to the back of the net if it wasn't for Kyle Monroe.
Titans are able to get it past Bonavada there as the Majors are looking to recoup here. Over to Nice now. Nice hits up Chartrand. Chartrand can't really get that first touch there and keep the puck on his stick. Titans the other way now. St. Croix. St. Croix kind of bouncing puck right now. Actually, that was Evan Kahn, sorry, as there will be a face-off now declared into the Majors' end, potentially intentional offside.
Yeah, I believe I saw the ref, don't quote me, could have been going for the high stick, and that's why there was a little bit of the awkwardness. But not the chance the Majors want starting the power play in their own zone. They'll look to get it in early, and I'm sure they're going to want to get something set up.
Still 4-on-4 action right now. Actually, just ended. My apologies on that one. The Majors are on the power play as they carry the puck up the ice. Now that is Wasselin dropping it over to Nice. Potentially just lost the puck there instead of dropping it off there. That is Cali over to Donaire. Donaire is eager for one. He has had a lot of opportunities there as he wraps around the boards for Cali. Cali battling, has the leg out in front there. Nice over to Cali once again. On the left side of the boards there to Nice. Poirier gets on the right side. Shot on net there. Screened in front by Donaire, but it's stopped aside, blocked in front by the Titans defenseman. Able to get it out of the Titans as they're trying to kill this penalty down there. There's 20 seconds left in this power play. Over the middle now are the Majors. Majors pushing up now. It's Wasselin. Wasselin shot on net there. Just blocked aside there. Chartrand recoups around the net, looking for his teammates. Chartrand elects to go to the point. Nice to Poirier. Poirier shot on net once again. It's blocked aside by Monroe. A big rebound, but no one was there to scoop it up. Nice at the blue line again. Shot on net there. Blocked aside. It goes to the back of the net there. Poirier bouncing around. This puck is. The boards are jumpy, but the players are as well. The Majors are not able to convert on this power play. It's now even strength as they recoup back in their defensive zone.
Yeah, and those shots from the point, they've got to get on net, you know. They've got to at least get on somebody's stick because then at that point you're just shooting for shot sakes. And I'd rather see a shot on net go right against the chest and be going for the rebound than missing the net trying to pick a corner. Try to get a tip, get it six inches off the ground, throw it in traffic. That's the shot you want. Just trying to force something pretty isn't always going to be the solution.
A shot from Lau there was tipped out of play into the netting. We will have a face-off in the Titan zone. Over there now is won by the Majors. The Majors going over there. Shot off to the post there, I believe, off Monroe. Might have hit the sideboard, but it's shot from the point once again. Is none able to find the net. Shooting for shot sakes seem to be the Majors' point. Maybe looking for the rebound as Monroe has let up a lot of rebounds thus far, but maybe not the best strategy as they have been unable to convert on any of their opportunities thus far. The Titans turning it the other way, pressing hard, converting, going to the net. Shot on net there is unable to find Twine. Back to the point. Shot is blocked away by the Majors. Now here come the Majors the other way. A good opportunity now. The right side shot off the rush is snagged and stuffed by Kyle Monroe.
Yeah, and a good opportunity from Lau, who's looked like a firecracker this period, just cutting towards the net, just trying to rip anything. And a good chance for the Majors after the Titans finally kind of get something generated. They finally slow the onslaught of chances that the Majors have had, but Lau responds in a big way with the mini little break there, and with his speed, he effectively got to the side and generated the chance for the Majors.
The Majors have been looking very good at the hands of Lau so far. Like you said, a firecracker, and he's buzzing. Lau has been very loud, you could say, thus far. Coming off with a bang as the Majors want to end this period off with a bang as well. Bazunov waits, doesn't pass to Wasselin, but elects to shoot it on net there. Definitely a questionable goal there as the Titans go the other way. We'll hear the thoughts from Sammy in a bit after this plays on dead. Blocked away. A nice save there by Bonavada, getting his stick out in front there. The other way are the Titans and Majors going back and forth on the breaks. Sammy, on that one for the Majors there, Bazunov, his captain and probably their best player, was to the right of him, and he elected not to pass that?
Yeah, I don't know if he was going for the shot or not. He might have been going for the low pad rebound play just to get it over. He didn't want to force something, and maybe he didn't have his head up. He wasn't ready for the play, but if you're going to go for the shot there on the 2-on-1, it's got to be a more effective shot. It's got to be a shot that either A, generates and results in a huge rebound, or one that can pick a corner, one that is an effective shot and puts it in a hard position for the goalie to get. I don't think Bazunov did that there, but nice play to get the chance started nonetheless.
It definitely was a good opportunity that could have resulted in a goal if maybe Monroe dropped his pad a little bit more. There would have been that juicy rebound that Bazunov was hoping for. On the right side, it's Nice. Nice over to the right side. He drops it over to Pickersgill. Pickersgill drops it over. Sorry, that was Clark. My apologies. The Titans are able to try to get it out of their end now, but that's Pickersgill picking it up, looking for his teammates. Wraps it around the net. Turns around, using on his backhand now. Drops it over to Cali. Cali. Looking for his opponents, or his teammates. That's Donaire. Donaire drops over the point. Over to the right side there. Pickersgill, a wide open net, and is unable to get it by Monroe. Monroe wasn't able to make the save there, but is still sprawling to make an opportunity there as it hit the backside of the boards there. But a good opportunity for the Majors, finding it a little bit lucky there, eh?
Yeah, and the 20s in the Majors roster have got to be just feeling it. You know, obviously Cruz Donet unable to put one in. Nice had a couple chances, and now Pickersgill, the open shot right at the circle, right in the office, as we call it, and he wasn't able to put it in. That's got to sting, and he's going to be thinking about that one. Maybe take some advice from Cruz Donet how to shake it off and just keep his game going, because it was a great chance for Pickersgill to get something started.
A quick correction in there. That shot from Pickersgill hit off the post, so you were talking about stinging. That post must be stinging, but Monroe must be going over there saying thank you to his post for just being there at the right time. That's a great save by the post, you could say, by Monroe as a former goaltender. You give it a little bit of props from time to time and kind of have a little bit of a ritual with it.
Yeah, a post is certainly a goalie's best friend. And they can be a player's best friend if they use it correctly, but certainly not in this case.
I believe a tripping penalty there will be going to the Majors. I think that will be Cruz Donet who will pick it up the call. Luck is not turning Cruz Donet's way in that sense. He has been unlucky on the goal scoring front. Now he'll have to have some time in the sin bin as this middle frame dwindles down here. The Majors are able to win the faceoff. The Titans are able to keep it in. The clearing attempt wasn't quite there. Couchet on the point. Drops it over his wing. Couchet to his partner. On the right-hand side, he drops it over. On the blue line still are the Titans. The Titans, that is Wang on the line now, or Russell, my apologies. As the Majors are able to clear it in, playing back and forth the blue line isn't going to generate many opportunities. As there's 15 seconds left in this middle frame. Evaluating the options here, not a lot of time left. Trying to get one last rush here before the period ends. That's Alexiou. Alexiou, a shot there is blocked by the Majors. A great block there by Bonavada. Bonavada really stepping up here, showing some great poise. As this middle frame comes to an end, we'll head back to the third frame in a second. Jumping into the third frame now. At the 8:30 mark, the game is still knotted up at 1. The Titans and Majors have been playing a great game so far, but it's been goaltending that's really kept this at a stalemate, Sammy.
That's right. Monroe and Humphreys have been the GOATs of this game. They've each come up in big moments. They've clutched when they needed to, and they've given their respective teams the chance to get the W after some crazy, crazy chances. The offense hasn't been short, but the goalies have come up tall.
As this game closes in the third period, we just want to thank you for joining us at the 6 Hockey for this first game of the 2023-2024 season. This U16 AAA season will have a lot of great games and a lot of polarizing storylines, and it's a great start to the season so far. So on behalf of Sammy and I, we're very thankful for allowing us to be your commentators for tonight. The Majors are now in their own end, allowing the Titans to get some pressure early on thus far, but they look to turn this the other way along with their odds as they try to get up to Wasselin. Wasselin along the boards now, but the Titans have possession. Wasselin battling, but it's the Titans who finally get it back the other way. Sprinting up the ice now on the left-hand side, dumping it in, getting a change, fresh bodies out on there in the ice. That's Bonen's getting in. He had a very good start to this game, looking to get his number on the score sheet for tonight, but he will not get it on this attempt here. The other way, the Majors turn it. Bazunov is striding in, but is unable to get that opportunity across the ice as his past line mates are now tired. Game of changes so far in this third period.
That's right. And that was a very, this is the first game of the season pass from Chartrand there, or Hamar over to Chartrand, pardon me. And I think it was just a miscommunication. He obviously tried to go for the drop pass, maybe try to get it over to Bazunov on the far post, but wasn't really looking, didn't have his head up, didn't realize that he was going for the change. I think, again, it goes to show that it just takes a while for these guys to gel, and I think this is a team that will gel eventually, but clearly there's some kinks to work out in their offense.
It's definitely that first game of the season vibe so far from both these teams, even though they've shown some great poise and capitalization on their opportunities, other than the fact of the unfortunate Cruz Donate tonight. But his season will turn around very shortly. His expected goals, as we mentioned, is at a skyrocketing number right now. But soon those goals will prevail for them. But a still great game on all ends between these two teams as the Titans look to extend their lead further on this rush here. Recouping it behind the net now are their defenders. On the left side, they're unable to bring it up the ice now. The Majors dumping it back to Wasselin. Wasselin trying to get that outreach pass, but it cannot get it there by Cruzaner. Cruzaner, another opportunity for him to get in the scoring sheet, but now it's Wasselin once again. Backhand isn't able to get through. Donaire had a great opportunity, backdoor once again to get that puck in the back of the net, but is unable to come up with a goal on that one.
Yeah, and he started that play, getting it into the zone deep, throwing it over to Wasselin, who's one of the better facilitators on the team. And you know, for Dene, you got a feel for him, but honestly, he has had such a good game. If he doesn't get on the score sheet, it could be disappointing, but I think he should still be proud of his performance and the amount of offense that he's generated, the amount of chances he's created from himself and by himself.
If everything was perfect, Cruz Donay would probably have 4 or 5 goals, and this game would be out of reach for the Titans. But great goaltending prevails, but also I believe there will be a penalty on the play. Great goaltending will prevail, but also some unlucky opportunities. Actually, there will not be a penalty on that one. It looks like that was just an offside. Some coincidental falling and potential penalties come up to the play there, but nothing will avail, but there will look like there will be an icing on the play.
And speaking of falling, Connor Barrett with an absolutely beautiful diving block there to stop the pass from going to an outstretched Liam Chartrand. Chartrand had gotten past the line of defense, but Connor Barrett just laid down, however you want to say it, and made the block, made the pass lane be completely cut off. What a high IQ play from him there, and a really good start to this period for him, keeping his team in it, because that was surely going to be a breakaway, and with that much time, it's always dangerous.
Kahn dumps it over to the right side now. That's Alexiou. Alexiou rips it, and he scores! Alexiou finds Twine as a goal now brings it 2-1 with less than 4 minutes left in the period. That is the goal they needed late in this third period.
And Alexiou, what a shot. He picked his spot, toe drag, released. A good snipe on the rush for Alexiou. We talked about him earlier. Huge goal and a huge big-time play after the Evan Kahn feed.
Kahn has shown some nifty mitts and also just a lot of work ethic on the ice there. That little dump pass, able to find him, but a great shot from Alexiou, really ripping that home past Humphreys. Nothing you can really do about that shot there.
No, I mean, he just picked his spot, like I said. That's what you got to do in this league. You got to just shoot with confidence, you know? Find your spot, let her go, because these kids are strong. They're not afraid to really get behind their shots, and that's what he did there. He chose where he was going to shoot, was confident in his spot, ripped it, and now he's successful. Now it's a 2-1 game, and it's really turned the game upside down.
Especially with so few minutes left in this game. Shot there isn't able to find anything up front of Humphreys. The Majors, even though they've played very well in this game, both teams playing a very balanced game. They might come up empty-handed here with no points on the table, but there's still time to get one home. That's Russell behind the net now, trying to find Couché, but he coughs up the puck a little bit, and it's scooped up by the Majors. The Majors have it in their end now, stepping up. Cali, shot on net there, a good rebound, but not able to corral the puck. Or the Majors. Nice throws it out in front to Cali. Cali tried to tip it with his legs there, but is unable to. It is swallowed up by Monroe from a shot from the point there. The Majors are really trying to get that equalizing goal, but are unable to get it. Time might be at the essence now, Sammy.
Yeah, and that was the lineup you wanted out, right? You know, there was Cali out there, you had Wasselin, you had Lau in front, and they were nearly there. The puck streamed out to Lau. Lau wasn't able to get it on his forehand, but encouraging for them, to say the least. If they can keep this up, maybe they start thinking about pulling Humphreys soon, and maybe they can get some extra movement going. But they've got to keep this up. They've got to go all guns a-blazing for the next couple of minutes.
It was on the last goal the Titans scored. They responded fairly quickly with a goal of their own, so maybe that will happen once more in this one as we close in the third period. The Titans are trying to stop any potential goal of that sort as they push it up the ice now. A nice move in front, but is unable to keep the stick. A nice backhand there by Kahn, but Kahn isn't able to find Humphreys. Humphreys has been playing good despite giving up 2 goals. But a good opportunity from the Titans to extend their lead even further. But the Majors the other way now. Crowding the puck, waiting for it now. A good not hip check there, a good check there to knock the puck off of Cruzerne's stick. Falling down there as there will be a offside there on the right side of the ice.
Yeah, and that's got to be tough from Dene. He tried to get it in deep, get a shot off, but didn't realize he had the impending back checker on him. It was an odd time to go for the line change. You know, when you're in a game where you need to generate offense quickly with 1:56 to go, going for the defensive line change there is weird. I thought they would have just tried to keep guys on, maybe just have the extra forces in the offensive zone when they can.
St. Croix shot there, turned aside there by Humphreys, using his stick to really find his defenseman along the boards there. A battle behind the net there. A shot, centering pass, but is unable to find any momentum from Martin Clark there. Really fanned on that one, maybe hit the heel of the stick there as the puck is kind of flopped over to the side. Yeah,
and the Majors, they've got to give a tap to Matthew Humphreys there. They were caught puck watching in front of the net. We saw the battle between Smith and Clark behind the net. So they were both kind of preoccupied, but letting an attacker in front of the net, 2-1 game, minute and a half to go when you're searching for that second tying goal, that's unacceptable. You got to cover the guy in front there, and good on Humphreys for making the stop and keeping his team in this one.
Humphreys has certainly kept his team in this one. We've talked about the Majors' chances. There's a penalty will also be called on the play here. That will be hooking, and it will be Devin Smith who will be catching the play. He's throwing his hands up, isn't really sure about the call. That gives the Majors a very good opportunity now, Sammy.
Yeah, it does. This is a great chance for the Majors, and perhaps one of their final chances with just over a minute to go. You got to wonder if they're going to call a timeout soon. I mean, you'd think they'd want to get something set up, get a play. And, yeah, it appears they are going to do one because you think they need more time here to get something going. I mean, they have all the big boys on. They have Cali and they have Lau. They'll probably have Caden Neese on. And this is when they need to get something going. You need to move the puck around and generate a good chance.
I mean, why wouldn't you in this situation? You have a 5-on-4 penalty. The game is dwindling away, maybe the game's slipping away from them, there's no reason not to call a timeout this late in the game to try to get that game-tying goal here. What do you think they're going to draw up here now, Sammy?
You'd think they'd want to drive a pass over to Wasselin in the office, on that bumper side, just because of his ability to shoot the puck. But they have been relying on Jonathan Lau as well on the sideboard, so I think they're going to do just whatever comes naturally. I think they'll probably have a first option and then a backup in case that's being covered or that's not working. But they got a bunch of shooters on this line right now, and it's interesting what they're going to do. The problem with both Lau and Wasselin, they're both lefties, right? So they couldn't go on opposite sides. So it might be interesting to see what they do.
Majors, it's time to go, but it's going to be Kyle Monroe who might be able to stop them in this one. This power play has just started. Nice at the point now, courting it back from the other end. He drops it over around the net now. A good body check there from the Titans as they're trying to get this puck out of the zone. Nice elects to recoup and reset the offense here, passing it over the ice there.
And pardon me, just to correct myself from earlier, Lau is a righty. It was Ryder Cali who's also a lefty, a guy who's not afraid to shoot the puck.
The other lefty, Wasselin, throws on it there. It's blocked aside by Monroe. It will be out of play, hitting the netting behind his net.
Yeah, so now what I think they should do is put Lau on one side, Wasselin on the other, let Cali be the distributor. You see Lau's going for the overload position. They can win the faceoff, and I think the Titans are probably going to want to cook up a way to stop this.
Yeah, a nice time to call timeout, for the Titans, as they now have 6 guys in the ice there. I forgot to mention the fact that they've pulled Humphreys, as you were talking about earlier. A 6-on-4 opportunity here, and it's in their zone. The Titans have to have a defensive mindset heading into this one. I mean, what is their approach going into this defensively?
Get the puck out. You're on the penalty kill. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are. Throw it off the glass. Just do whatever you can. You don't have to be cute about it. You don't have to aim for the net because you'll waste enough time. I think on the PK, it's always kind of a blessing. Obviously, you are outmanned by 2, but that's when you can just fire it down the ice. Aim for the net if you want to, because worst case, you dumped it, Worst case, you got it out of your zone and you killed some time. So this is going to be a crucial face-off. I'm not sure who they're going to put to line up on it, but whoever it is, they have the biggest face-off of the game coming up.
It looks like it will be Kahn and company, with Kahn on the face-off draw against Ryder Cali, as this is probably the most momentous face-off draw of the game. This could dictate what happens. Kahn wins the face-off, a great win for the young centerman. They have 3 majors up against it. That's Nice. Over to Wasselin on the blue line there. Titans trying to get it out. Wasselin is going to be able to keep this in. Wasselin checking his options over to Nice. Nice, shot on net there. Pad aside. There is Monroe battling in front. Puck is loose. Wasselin trying to keep it in. He's able to do it. That is shot on net there from number 79, Chartrand. Chartrand has had himself a good game, finally trying to find some twine. Nice stepping up now, grabbing around the net. Stepping up here, shot on net there. It's turned aside by Monroe once again. Chartrand over to Lau, and there will be this game's over actually. I am so sorry. There will be a scrap towards the side there. The Titans are unable to actually give a pat on the back of Monroe, but we'll give it here. What a great game from Kyle Monroe, and what a great game for the Toronto Titans as they take this one 2-1, Sammy.
Yeah, that's right, and what a final shift from Connor Barrett. He made a couple of huge hits in the corner. He made a block shot. He got the puck out of a high danger area. Great shift from him, and I'm sure it got on the nerves of the Majors. Great game for the Majors too, but just weren't able to convert, and I think that's the story of this game. Absolutely.
Not able to convert at the buzzer, but it's the Titans taking their first win of the season as the Majors will look to find some better luck in their next game.
The Titans take home their first win of the season this opening night against the Markham Majors. A bit of an upset, you could say, with a late goal for Michael Alexiou.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not an upset necessarily for the way they were slated to play against each other, but it's an upset the way the Majors played. I thought the Majors had the bulk of the chances and the bulk of the grade A opportunities, but they just couldn't convert, and it led to this 2-1 lead.
and it is the Titans taking the 2-1 game in this one. Buscarini got the first goal of the game, and it was Ryder Cali off a nifty assist from Brady Wasselin. Wasselin had a very good game, and Alexiou eventually got the heartbreaking goal late in the period off the rush, ripping it past Matthew Humphreys in this one. I mean, we talked about how good Wasselin was and also how good Alexiou was. Are they a part of your 3 stars of the game?
Absolutely. I mean, Alexiou, that goal was phenomenal. That was a rip, as the kids say. He did it with style, too. He picked up an assist. But Kyle Monroe, he is the true hero of this game. You know, I got to give first star to the game-winning goal. It's politics here. You know, I have to. But Kyle Monroe, he played phenomenally. He stopped one of the best top lines in the league in Wasselin, Donay, and Cali. And he came up big every time. He let in the 1 goal from Ryder Cali, but after that, it was done. He shut the door. And so, for the 3rd star, I'll go to Wasselin because he set up that Ryder Cali goal, but it was truly an amazing game by the Titans, showing resilience and fending off a strong effort from the Markham Majors.
It's very fitting that both your players to watch really stepped up today. Wasselin had a lot of ice time playing the penalty kill and power play in this one, and Alexiou ended up being the difference maker with his goal in this one. We talked about how good the Titans capitalized on their opportunities, but what happened to the Majors in this one? They had a lot of shots and a lot of opportunities to get not only the tie in this one, but the win. But they fell up just a little bit short, Sammy.
The Titans, I mean, they did what the Majors couldn't. They capitalized on their opportunities, and that's a big thing in this league. We've seen it a couple times throughout the years, and I'm sure we'll see it later. It's if you get the opportunities, you have to put them home because opportunities are rare and scarce in this league, and you can't just not finish them. You need to make sure that you're putting them home, putting yourself in good opportunities to get those goals and to generate the more grade A, like 100% chances. And the Majors had them, so going over to them, they couldn't finish it. And I don't think they should be ashamed with their effort or anything. I thought that for times they were the better team, but there was guys like Donay who just couldn't find his rhythm, and it's still early. It's still the first game of the season, so I think if you're the coach, you attribute it to first game jitters, maybe just not being solid with their stick or their skates. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it because those opportunities that they keep coming, guys like Donay who had a heck of a game not getting on the stat sheet, they'll get them done. And so good effort from them, but the Titans, fantastic just to fend off.
And I mean, you could say the Titanic didn't fall flat tonight. They didn't get sunk in this one. The Majors fall a little short. The Titans take a 2-1 win, their first win of the season. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was a great time to cover these 2 teams. Let's go to cover the next one soon.
Nice move there from the Ordo. Toe drag, shoots, scores!